How are we halfway through the year? This is crazy. I just kind of wanted to do a chatty little short update, checking in on the goals that I posted or the intentions that I posted at the beginning of the year because a whole lot of time has passed. And a whole lot of time has passed since I uploaded here, but more on that some other time. But I just kind of want to dive in, make it short and sweet. I've got my little journal right here with all my little intentions that I had. So, to kick it off strong, my first intention was to read 75 new to me books. Now, why I say new to me is because I am an avid rereader. I love a good comfort read. When the mood strikes, we read a comfort read. It's just one of those things. It was raining like crazy recently, and I just wanted to read Twilight because Twilight. At the time of writing this down, I have read 28 new to me books of the 42 total. So that's gone up since I put all this information down, but I didn't feel like adjusting my stuff. So that's not terrible. I'm pretty content with that number. Definitely going to try and increase, but towards the fall and as we get into the holidays, I tend to read more anyway. So my next intention was 20 new to me authors. This is just a way for me to be intentional about actually branching out and not just reading from the same author. And at this point, I have done 8 books with new authors. So pretty close on track, but need to up that progress too. My intention number 3 was 12 new releases, and I constitute a new release as in the last year and a half. So basically, if it had been published in 2024 or 2025, I would count this in the new release. And at this point in the year, I have hit 7 new releases, and there are several new releases I'm actually pretty excited about reading, so I do think I'll be able to hit the 12 new releases. My fourth intention was to read 12 ARCs. So these are advanced reader copies. At the end of last year, was kind of on a roll of requesting ARCs, and I've kind of stopped requesting them because I haven't been reading as much as I previously have. And so I've only done 2 ARCs this year, but I haven't really requested any additional. So that's kind of where this has been standing. Yes, this was an intention at the beginning of the year, but my life has changed a little bit to make this a little less something that I feel good about doing, because ARCs are a way to help authors get new reviews and get kind of the word out there and just get some good feedback before the book launches. And so in one of my ARCs, I didn't even review it before the book launched, which isn't the end of the world, but it's definitely an advanced reader copy. Advanced is kind of the first word in there. So feeling a little low about that, but not upset that I haven't gotten close. Intention number 5 was to read 15,000 pages. So it's broken up like this. On Storygraph, you can differentiate between pages goals, hours goals for audiobooks, or just books in general. And so this year, at the beginning of the year, my intention was to stretch myself to physically read. In the last long form video that I posted, I talked about my No Buy 2025, which is my next intention. But a part of that was physically reading, and this could be on my Kindle or this could be on physical books. And I have only read 1,200 pages physically, so I would need almost 6,000 pages to catch up to get to the halfway point that I would need. And then my last intention was No Buy 2025, and that's been failed. It failed. I have this whole stack over behind me. It's kind of hard to see with the camera settings, but where I was like, okay, I need to either unhaul or read them all before I buy any more. That didn't happen. Whoops. I have read one physically, which is great, and I enjoyed it. And there are others, but honestly, it just didn't happen. I had a book and I was like, I must buy this. And then I have some new releases that I want to support the authors, so I'll be purchasing those. I will say it has made me a bit more intentional. I definitely have been using my library more and more, which is always good. Support your local library. And so really just, I wanted to take a second to record a video just to get this out there, to kind of have a little bit of a check-in a little update about where my intentions are for the year. And I will say 3 of the goals, I feel really confident that I'm going to be able to hit: the 72 new to me books, the 20 new to me authors, and the 12 new releases. I feel really good about hitting. Those are ones that I know my reading patterns, and the like late spring, early summer, I already kind of get into a little bit of a lull. But then as we go into the fall and winter holiday season, typically amp it up. Most of the time, like November and December are my highest read months, and I can just be a little bit more intentional. There are some different books that I'm excited to read too that would kind of cross these categories. And then 2 of my goals, I'm probably not going to hit them. The 12 arcs in the 15,000 pages, I just don't realistically see myself hitting those intentions and those goals. And that's okay. I don't want to push myself to the point where I'm not enjoying it. Like, reading is a hobby. This is not a job. It is for enjoyment. And if I'm not enjoying it, then why am I doing it? So that's something that I've had to really mind shift change. My like types of books I've been reading lately are very different. I used to be hardcore YA, hardcore, like a lot of fantasy, and now I'm finally getting to the point in life where I'm like, man, these are teenage problems. And it doesn't feel like, okay, what's the point? Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think the wider world and everything that's going on, I just am so like, meh, when it comes to YA. And there are certain YAs where I'm like, oh, this is fun. But then there's YA that's like the bridge into new adult, and it's very, okay, why are we making this choice when we're making all these other choices and acting in this way? Why are we making these choices? And I find myself judging teenagers, which isn't the best headspace. So I've kind of stepped away a little bit from my YA reading, except for some of my rereads. And then fantasy, I just honestly do not have the brain power right now. My work is really busy. My life is really busy. I don't want to think when I read as much. I don't want to dive into a whole new world, and which is so different than how I have read in the past. And I find myself really enjoying more like contemporary romance, and finding myself enjoying like an easy mystery or thriller that is exciting and a good read, but I don't have to remember a magic system. I don't have to remember all this crazy lore. It is set in a world that I know. And so it's just different. And my reading habits have definitely changed. So anyways, long place to say is, if I'm not going to enjoy it, I'm not going to force myself to read 15,000 pages. I'm definitely not requesting arcs right now because I do not have the time to give to those arcs. And then lastly, I already failed the No Buy 2025. And so that is just gone. So we're probably batting 500 this year, and that's okay. It's a good time. I'm here for a good time, and I just wanted to kind of take a moment to document and to chat. It's been a minute, and I know that things are kind of crazy in the world. And so, yeah, I hope you are taking care of yourself. I hope you are doing well, and I will hopefully see you soon.